Right, let's start today's session. Yes, good morning to everybody. Let's start today's session. So in the last session, we just started with the basic introduction of Python and also introduction of our program. So today we'll discuss features of Python and versions and how to download and install Python software we'll discuss. But before continuing, so let me explain in the last session what I discussed. So I discussed in the last session only about our Python course. So once again, I would like to explain for new students. So this is completely Python package course. In this package course, I'm going to cover three subjects. One is Python and next one is DJANGO, including UI technologies basics, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, and then REST API, DJANGO, REST framework. And Python, complete Python, first 45 days we'll discuss. And then after DJANGO will start. That is 45 days more. And then REST API after completion of Django, 25 days is required. So total duration of this course is 3 months, 15 days, 3.5 months. So without Python, we cannot move forward to learn Django or REST API. So to learn Django, prerequisite that is Python programming language. And to learn DRF, Django REST framework, that is Django with Python is required. So hope you understand that compulsory we have to learn Python programming language if you want to go with the Django as well as REST API. And most important thing is here Python is completely required for Django REST API because Django is a web application development framework. Web application development framework. Web application development framework means using Django we can develop web applications. But to develop web application, we need compulsory a programming logic, application logic code. How we can write application logic code using Python only. Python is mandatory for Django as well as REST API. So Python script is required. And as per your requirement, you can take the decision. Do you want to become complete Python full stack developer? So you can join or you can enroll complete Python package. And or else you need only Python script is enough for you, then you can enroll only for Python course. So Python course duration is only 45 days and total package course duration is 3.5 months. Every session is going to be recorded and same recorded video I'll send to your Google Drive. And also along with complete soft copy of material, Python, Django, REST API, all interview questions, complete soft copy document is there, clear step by step with programming also. I'll send that also. And as I said that in the last session, we started with Python introduction. Python is a programming language generally which is used to write coding part for application development. And Python is general purpose language. So that means using Python, we can develop any type of applications like data science applications, network based applications, gaming application, statistical analysis applications, and also testing applications. And also we can develop like what we can say database programming also we can write using Python script. It is general purpose programming language. It's not designed for specific part of applications. And it is high level. So that means no need to write any low level activities code like memory management and security purpose. Python will take care internally. And it is interpreted programming language. So means line by line code will check and execute here. And dynamically typed language it is. So at the time of writing Python script, while defining the variable, you need not to define any data type here. So in other languages, statically typed, compulsory we have to use data type here declaration at the time of declaring the variable. But in Python, no need to define any data type clearly because it's a dynamically typed. At the time of executing the program and based on the value, your variable gets automatically data type. Python will assign data type for the variable. In case if you want to know which type of data type is assigned for your variable, then you can use type function. Type is a built-in function. We can get the data type of your variable clearly. Type of A means it is a string type because we have assigned string value to the variable A only. And coming to this case sensitive programming language, in Python, what the way you mention the names like variable name or class name or function name, same way you have to access in different way, it is not possible. Okay, so this is about Python, what type of programming language it is, and why Python became a popular language, because it is having simple syntax, and also it's having huge standard library. Whenever we download and install Python software, you will get plenty of libraries, and that library is also not related to one sort of application. It's related to different sort of applications. You can use that libraries or import that libraries, and we can write your logical programming. Next, coming to this, compared to syntactical wise, Python syntax are very simple. You know, in C language, you can see this code you have to write for printing hello world. And even in Java, this lines of code you have to write using if you want to print hello world. But when it comes to Python, hello world simply print a function is there. And there is an official website for Python, www.python.org. You can visit this website and you can download the software. And also you can get the complete documentation also it is. And Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989. The first version of Python was released 1991. That first version is 0.9.0. And there are different versions all there: 1.x, 2.x, 3.x. That means there are a lot of subversions are there. 1.x means 1.1, 2, 3, and so on. And 2.x means 2.1, 2, 3, and so on. Like that, we have to include that subversions also. But lot of subversions are there. And if you want to get full version, you can check in my documentation. I'll send after completion of this. We have a documentation here. You can see this in my documentation. I have just given clear versions list completely. But current stable version is, we have seen in the last session, that is, this is the complete Python documentation. Step by step, I clearly prepared. No worries at all. You can see these are all subversions. 1.0 versions, subversions, 2.2 versions, 3 versions, subversions, like this only. So at the time of document preparation, the current stable version was 3.10.0, but right now the stable version is 3.10.2. This is stable version. Okay, this is the current stable version here. So this is the documentation of Python. Clear step by step is there. Okay, this document only which I am going to send to you once you enroll for this course. All programs with clear picture, topic wise, clearly I mentioned. You'll get this documentation once you enroll for this course clearly. Okay, like the same DJANGO as well as REST API documentation also will be there. And coming to this current stable version 3.10.2, like this. This is the current stable version of Python. So if you want to get the version information, then you can visit this python.org like this one. And coming to this, Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum. Okay, he is the person who implemented a Python, who developed a Python. But actually, the Python name derived from a TV show. There was a TV show called Monty Python Circus Show. The name Python was selected from the TV show. The author, uh, when he started his programming language script, and there was a TV show which was broadcasted in BBC. So the TV show name is called The Complete Monty Python Circus Show. So that's what the author selected Python name from the TV show. He has given working title of his programming language like Python. And almost all the author Guido van Rossum developed Python programming language. Okay, developed Python programming language by taking all programming features from different languages, like functional programming features from C language, object-oriented programming features from C++, scripting language features from Perl script and shell script, like this. Okay, So then he made one programming language called Python, but initially that Python was not popular language because that was not completely object oriented, even functional oriented at the beginning level. But later when he released Python 2 version, then so it slowly became a popular because they have added more libraries in the context of different domains of applications. So then now Python nowadays became one of the mandatory language in software industry. So once a software programmer knows that how to write, how to manage Python script, then he'll have the plenty of opportunities in real time world. Coming to this, these are the versions list, and coming to this features of Python here. So what are the important features of Python? Let me include one by one quickly here. Features of Python. First feature is simple and easy to learn. Python is simple and easy to learn. Yes, Python is a simple programming language as we discussed compared to other programming languages. So the syntaxes are very much pretty simple and straightforward. And when compared with other languages, we can write programs with very less number of lines. So more readability is there and more simplicity is there in Python script. Everybody can understand easily. And even we can reduce the development cost and of the project also clearly using Python script, because maximum ready-made resources are available. That ready-made resources, you have to use it in your application, but how to use it, at least you have to know that. So that's what you are going to learn Python here, how to use that all ready-made resources. And next feature is free and open source. It's completely free and open source. We can use Python software without taking any license from anywhere. So it's completely free software. You can visit official website like python.org, and its source code is completely open to all, so that we can customize the source code based on our requirement. Even you can collect the source code from official documentation, and we can enhance the source code based on your requirement. You can modify that also. This is completely free and open source to anyone. Next, completely Python is high level programming language. As I said in the last session, it's high level. So it is a programmer friendly language. So being a programmer, we are not required to concentrate on low level activities like memory management and security. And Python is completely platform independent. Platform independent or class platform, we can say that. Platform independent. Platform independent means once we write Python script, it can run on any platform without rewriting again and again. Because internally, Python virtual machine responsible to convert your script into mission understandable code. So it's completely platform independent. Any platform, on any platform, it will work. And coming to this Python programs are portable. Yes, portability. Portability in the sense Python programs are portable. We can migrate from one platform to another platform very easily. So even though if you shift from one platform to another platform, your code is transformed to one platform to another platform, you will get same result on any platform. You will not get any different result. Okay, so portable in nature Python programs are. Now coming to this, Python is dynamically typed programming language. As I said that just now, dynamically typed means while writing Python script, you need not to mention any data type of the variable. Automatically, once we what we can say, automatically once we declare the variable based on the value, automatically data type will be decided clearly. So Python itself, it will decide clearly. Okay. Yes. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. So this is dynamically typed programming language. Now coming to this, Python is both procedure and object-oriented programming language. Yes, procedure-oriented and object-oriented. Procedure and object-oriented. What is procedure and object-oriented? See, Python language supports both procedure-oriented. Procedure-oriented means like C language, step-by-step procedure, and object-oriented like C++, Java, C#, .NET features, so that we can get benefits of both security and reusability concept here. This is procedure-oriented programming structure it is. And even in the procedure-oriented, what will happen in this case? Program is divided into a small parts called functions, we can call it as. In object-oriented, program is divided into small parts called objects, we can call. Procedure programming follows top-down approach, step by step. Object-oriented programming follow bottom-up approach, you know that. So both the ways we can able to do in Python script, because it is completely procedure as well as object-oriented support here. And next, coming to this, Python is extensible. Extensible means we can use other language programs in Python also. So the main advantage of this approach is what, we can use existing non-Python code without rewriting again, and we can improve the performance of the application directly. And Python is having huge standard libraries. Yes, it is having extensive libraries. This is the reason Python became a popular language nowadays. Extensive libraries. Extensive library support in the sense, once we download and install Python software, you will get plenty of libraries. That library is also not only relevant to particular kind of application, it's different kind of application point of view libraries are there. Suppose if I need to develop some data science programs or data science application, then that are libraries are there, like data analysis purpose, pandas is there, data visualization purpose, matplotlib is there. Even in our session, we will discuss data analysis and pandas also. Pandas, matplotlib also I'll include in Python. And if you want to, what we can say, develop gaming applications, so gaming libraries are there, network application, network libraries are there. So these are the application wise, they are having extensive libraries. You have to utilize that libraries. In case some libraries are not available by default in Python, there is a facility to install explicitly that libraries. Okay, simply installation is possible. Once I start coding part, so that I'll discuss clearly how to install explicit libraries, which is really not available current scenario. Then we will extend the logic by importing explicit libraries. We have to install it. And these are the features and main application area where we can use Python means, as I said, that we can use Python desktop applications. Desktop application means like which is permitted to only particular system where we install there only it will run. That is desktop applications. So this is application area of Python. Application area of Python actually. So desktop applications, there are two kind of desktop applications are there. One is console applications, desktop application. Console application means this is completely character user interface, CUI facilities. And there are desktop GUI also there. Desktop GUI. GUI means graphical user interface completely. Okay, we will prepare some forms and text boxes, buttons like that. We can create the form designing. And you have to interact with that form. And you can enter the details and submit to the server or store the data into database also. And also using Python, we can develop network programming. Yes, network programming. Before Python, most of the network engineers uses C, C++ to manage their network programming. But nowadays, there are plenty of network related libraries are there available in Python. So they are using network programming point of view, Python script they are using. Then their task will be easy nowadays because all built-in stuff is available as a ready-made resources. They can use that ready-made resources and they'll write simply scripting or extending the logic only. And even gaming applications we can develop using Python. Gaming develop and data analysis. Nowadays data science, how it is important in our daily life. So data is required and we have to analyze the data in daily basis at that organization level, at customer level. So data analysis purpose, we use Python script, visualization especially, and analysis using NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. All these modules will be involved in the data analysis applications. And even machine learning, ML, and artificial intelligence, AI, even testing. Yes, testing. Do you want to write test cases using Python script? Selenium with Python. This is happening in reality right now. Previously, Selenium with core Java, Selenium with C#.NET was there, but nowadays Selenium with Python they are asking. Even if you want to write test cases, so you need to have the knowledge of Python script, how to write a simple way to test cases to write here in Selenium point of view. Testing also there. And even DevOps, development and operations, also we use Python script. Okay, even IoT, Internet of Things, there we can use Python script. So not only normal business applications and customer relation applications to fulfill the customer needs for their business needs, we can use Python script to develop the application. So this is the exactly application area of Python where we can use. And application area and features and versions and basic introduction. This is enough, but for Python introduction point of view, that's enough. And now it's time to start with Python programming. And before going to start Python programming, I need to give some clarity regarding software. See, to write any Python programming or any language, any programming language like C, C++, Java, C Sharp, so many programming languages are there. And we need editor software. Editor software is nothing but what? It is a platform where we can write our code and where we can compile and execute. So where we can edit our code. So there are plenty of editors are there, software editors are there to write Python script. Suppose like C programmers will use what actually is Turbo C, code blocks, something. And Java programmers use Edit Plus, Notepad, Eclipse, MyEclipse, NetBeans. .NET programmers use like Visual Studio. And even same Python also is having like plenty of editors are there. But which editor is best editor for Python beginners? I'm going to tell you. So before that, let me show you how to download Python software and install. So after that, we will go through editor introduction and which editor through I'm going to write complete programs in our sessions. We'll discuss in detail. So first of all, uh, to check Python software is available or not, already I discussed in the last session in your computer. Actually, in my computer already Python software was installed. So let me check which version of Python software is available. To check that, just go to command prompt and simply you have to type a command called Python space hyphen hyphen version. So if you have really Python software in your computer, then you will get current version, which version of software you have installed. If don't have, then you will get an error message. There is no Python software available like that. Okay. And let me uninstall first. Why I need to uninstall Python software? Because I want to show you installation steps one by one. Even it is simple process, but some students even don't know how to install. Okay, if they are working with first time. So for them, I'm going to show you how to download and install Python software at this moment. But before that, let me uninstall in my computer. Already Python software is there by just going to control panel and click on uninstall programs. And there somewhere we have Python software. Let it be uninstalled quickly. It won't take much time. Okay. So let's quickly uninstall Python software. This is Python software. I'm trying to uninstall from my computer because I have to show again and let it be uninstalled. It will be processed. And time being, now we can see to download and install Python software, what we need to do. So you have to visit official website first. And then after that, you have to download a Python software. Let's move to official website and www.python.org. And there is a download option is there here. You can see download option. Click on download option. Once we click on download option, there is directly option is there, download Python 3.10.2. Even if you want to download a older version of Python, you can go through this one. There are older versions are there, you can download these all options. But I'm trying to download a new version, current stable version, download Python 3.10.2. So immediately you will get executable file of this Python software. It's very simple and lightweight. It won't take much more time installation process. Within 1 or 2 minutes of time, your Python setup will be ready. Okay. Right now I'm downloading this Python software. Just wait a minute. Yes, it's almost complete. So downloading, downloaded. Yes, Python software downloaded completely. Close this one. And we have to uninstall first. Let it be complete the uninstallation process. Then later we'll install now. It has to be complete this. It is still taking time to uninstall. Just give me 1 second.
Hey, I'm involved in uninstall. I have a quick question. I mean, is there any requirement to take a runtime notes, or you have all the material ready for that?
I have already complete material. No need to take runtime notes at all. Just even recorded video also I will send to your Google Drive. No worries about notes. You have to concentrate on class and my training. If you have any doubts, you can type in chat box. I'll help you. Just focus on the programming and all this my lecture. And everything is available, notes available. No need to take running notes. Once you enroll for this course, I'll send complete documentation to you.
Okay.
Yes. Now you can see in my computer completely I have no Python software at this moment. Even if you want to check whether Python software is there or not, again, just go to command prompt. Simply, previously which I typed like Python space hyphen version, and previously we got 3.10.2, but now you can see at this moment what is that? Python was not found. The reason is just now I have uninstalled. Why? Because I have to show you how to install it again. So first step, we have to visit official website python.org. You have to download the software. Once download the software completed, then you can visit download folders in your computer. And here download folder is having Python executable file. Simply what we need to do, double click over there. That's it. Once you double click, then it will ask you to install Python software. And make sure that to install this, I recommend to click on install now. If you want, you can go to customize installation, which you want, but not required. Just directly install now. Hit the button install now. But before hit this install now, I strongly recommend to activate this checkbox. This is for adding Python environment variables to your operating system path. And even if you forgot to this activation of checkbox, so manually you have to add environment variable to your operating system path. So you have to activate this checkbox. Automatically Python environment variable will set up to your operating system, and add Python 3.1.10 is there. This is activation is required. Once you activate this, click on install now, then say yes. So it will take 1 minute to install this Python software completely. So this is the way to install Python software. It's very simple and straightforward. It's no complex. And make sure that no matter what editor software you are going to use for writing your Python script, but initially, for the first and foremost important, we have to install this Python software undoubtedly. After installation of this Python software, then you can go through any editor software which is required to write your Python script. You can write in Notepad, you can write in Notepad++, Edit Place, Sublime Text Editor, and Visual Studio Code, Pycharm Editor, Jupyter, Spider, Atom, any type of editors. But most popular and exclusive Python editors are Pycharm editor. Pycharm is exclusively designed for Python programming, but you can able to use any editor. Even Visual Studio Code also it's good. And Jupyter and Spider also good, but mostly data science programmers will use Jupyter and Spider because to prepare their documentation of implementation. So Jupyter and Spider, all these editors will come Anaconda distribution package. But in my class, complete Python as well as DJANGO as well as REST API, complete lectures. Uh, for that purpose, we use Pycharm editor. Yes. So Pycharm is the best editor where I can feel so far. And setup was successfully completed. Once setup was successfully completed, again, you can check which version of Python is available. Now you can see go to command and Python space hyphen hyphen version, just to type it. Now we got this version back 3.10.2. Now coming to this, how to start Python programming. To start Python programming, once we successfully download Python software, there are different ways to write Python code and execute. Okay, so just let me show you all the possible ways, different ways to write Python code and execute. What are the different possible ways are there? And first possible way is using interactive window, interactive mode. Next possible way is using script mode. Next possible way is using Python IDLE, using Python IDLE, and finally using Pycharm Editor. Once I explain these all, okay, all three options, and finally when I explain using Pycharm Editor, then from there onwards, I'll continuously use Pycharm Editor only for writing my all Python programs. But as a programmer, you must and should aware what are the possible ways to write Python script and execute. Once you got an idea, then you can stick with this Pycharm Editor only. So first we'll show interactive mode. And most important thing is whenever you download and install Python software, the default editor will be available automatically. That is called IDLE. It stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. This is IDLE software. And let's look into that. Go to search and type IDLE. And once we click on this IDLE of Python, so this is the default editor will come. And as soon as when we click over there, you will get a interactive shell or interactive window. This is called interactive window. This is interactive window. And there are some built-in functions are there. If you want help of any Python object, you can use help function. And copyright information you want, you can get. License information you want, you can get. So like this. If you want to see the license information, then type license function. Then they'll give complete history of Python software. Okay, Python was created in the early 1990s by Guido van Rossum. So you can read it clearly, this content. So this is what IDLE software here. So let me open IDLE once again. This is interactive window. Interactive window in the sense you have to keep on interact with this window while typing your script. Suppose I want to declare a variable, a value 10. If you want to print this a, either you can use print function or you can use just a and press enter. Then your output is ready here. And again, a value 10. I'm just using print function. Here usage of print function is optional here, not compulsory in this interactive window. Just observe here, I'm just declaring a value 10, but I have not mentioned int a equals to 10 like other languages, because as I said that Python is dynamically typed. So you need not to mention any data type while declaring the variable. A value printed. If you want to know what type of data type assigned for my variable, like type of a, integer type is assigned, because value is 10. 10 is an integer. Do you want to know which type of data type is assigned for your variable? Then there is a built-in function in Python, type function, type of a. At the same time, for example, a value 34.5, and I want to print a, and I want to know the type of a, what type it is, float type. Suppose a value equals to Durga, I'm giving string, print a. A type is what actually here, type of a is what, string type. Suppose if I give int a equals to 10, this is not valid because syntax error we are getting. So this type of syntax is not there in Python script because it is, as I said, that dynamically typed language it is. So in other languages, statically typed. In other languages, this style of syntax is possible, but in Python, it's not possible. You should not mention any data type. Only you just assign the value to the variables, and based on your value, data type will decide internally. Okay. So now you can see a value, any variable you can take. Like a value, I'm taking character a, print a, type of a. What type it is? Not character type. It is a string type still. Because in Python, there is no char data type. Okay, even single character also will be treated as string. str represents string type. So you want to write like this, you can write it. For example, a value 10, b value 20, and you want to print sum of two numbers, a plus b, then we got the result here like this. This is interactive window like this. Okay, what is this? Interactive window, we can say that. So interactive window in the sense, we can keep on interact this, and we can able to get the result clearly here. This is ideally of Python software, interactive shell. Do you want to write with this interactive window? You can write, or else there is one more option is there. Script mode is there. What is the script mode here? Script mode in the sense you can write your Python script. You can write your Python script separately and make sure that you can save with a .py file. .py file. .py file in the sense what? Just give me 1 second. .py file is having an extension, like Python programs are having an extension called .py. Py means Python file. You can write your script separately in any editor like Notepad, Notepad++, other editor, and save with .py. Then your script file is ready. Then after you can execute that script file using Python IDLE software or using command prompt. Let me show you quickly script mode, how to write script mode of the Python program. For that, I'm just opening Notepad editor, a simple plain text editor it is, and I'm writing the code here. Print function. Suppose here I'm writing welcome to DURGASOFT. Welcome to DURGASOFT. This is my Python script. Right now it's not Python script. You have to save this with the .py extension. I'm going to save by Control C, Control S, and it is asking to save the file name here. Now where we have to save test.py. Test is my program name. .py is compulsory where I'm saving on desktop. Click on save this. Once I save this, let me close this. Now you can see check in desktop. This is, you can see test.py file is available here. PC means Pycharm Editor logo. Already Pycharm Editor is there. That's what it is reflecting the icon here. No worries at all. This test file is ready to run. And next step is how to run this test.py file. There are two options are there. Either you can use this test.py file using Pycharm edit, using IDLE software, or using command prompt. No worries at all. Okay, test.py or command prompt. Sorry, Python IDLE software or command prompt. Let me open command prompt. I want to run this test.py file through command prompt. How to run? Just go to command prompt. Where is your file available? On desktop. First, let me move to desktop. CD space desktop. And we are right now desktop location. And on desktop, we have a file called Python file test.py. So you have to pass the command Python space test.py simply. So this is the execution procedure. Now, once we hit the enter button, then automatically we got the output here. Welcome to DurgaSoft. Python space test.py, or else you can pass the command simply py space test.py. We got same output here. Either you can pass Python command or you can pass py command, anyone. So writing the code in Notepad and save with the .py and load this test.py file through command prompt. Execution procedure like this. Or else we have other option. Same test.py file. If you want to run using IDLE software, you can use. Like IDLE, I'm just opening. Once I click on IDLE software, you'll be able to get interactive shell, interactive window, but I don't want to write any code with this interactive window. I need to open existing file with us what we have. Click on file menu and go to open option, open. And where it is your file, desktop, on desktop, I'm just selecting this test.py file, open it, and you'll be able to open that new window with your script of Python. So if you want to execute this code, simply you can go to run menu and run module. So module in the sense, in Python programming, every program or every .py file act as a module only. We'll discuss about modules in later session detail. Click on this run module. We got this output window here. Okay, this is the way to execute Python script, writing code in script mode, that is save with the .py extension and load that file into Python IDLE software or command prompt throughout. Apart from using Notepad script and use without command prompt, directly we can create Python file in IDLE software also. We can create a new file over there, you can write it and execute that. How we can see that? So let's go to IDLE software directly. This is IDLE software. And here interactive window, but I don't want to write code inside the interactive window. Let me create a new file, click on new file menu. So look at here, I'm just clicking on file menu, clicking on new file. New file window is open. Here you can write any type of code of Python. Then after typing, after completion of your code, compulsory we have to save this with the .py extension. Here you can see when we try to type this, now you can see sum is a plus b. I'm trying to. And after completion of writing script here, you must and should save your script. Without save, it will not allow to run. So let's check it once. Run module, and it is saying that source must be saved. Okay to save. Okay, you have to save this file. Let me save by clicking on file menu and click on save. And again, I'm saving in my desktop. Just let's go to desktop, and file name I'm giving test1.py. Py extension is must. After saving, then you can run this. It will be executed. Sum is 30. So these are the basic options are available, sir. Interactive window, script mode, Python ideally. But I will not follow any one of these options which I have shown just now. Just for idea, I'm just telling this. But I'll continue with completely Pycharm Editor. Yes. So Pycharm Editor is the powerful Python editor. So Pycharm Editor, you have to be installed. You have to be installed. You have to download and you have to install it. So how to work with Pycharm Editor, we'll discuss in tomorrow. But meanwhile, how to download this Pycharm Editor, I'll show you. Just go to Google and download Pycharm Editor. You can type download Pycharm. Just and there is an official website, jetbrains.com. So Pycharm Editor developed by JetBrains community. Click over that jetbrains.com official website. And there are two options are there. One is professional as well as community. And professional editor for Python full-fledged application development, like both scientific and web Python development using Django with HTML, JavaScript, SQL, then download it professional if you want. But I'm not doing downloading professional later, and it's a free trial version. So you will get only 1 month trial period for professional editor. Suppose you are the student or you are the faculty member from so and so university, and you have to upload your student ID card and university details and college details. And also if you are the faculty ID, faculty which is belongs to which university, that all details once you upload, and using that details, once you create a JetBrains account, then you will get 1 year trial free. 1 year they will give. This is professional editor only. But now community editor for pure Python development purpose, community is enough. So you can see free, built on open source. It's free for all. So our at this moment, right now we are talking about core and advanced Python. For this point of view, community version is enough. Okay, I'm going to download free and open source because already in my computer Pycharm editor is there. Let it be uninstalled tomorrow, and I will show you how to install it again, community version, and how to work with Pycharm editor. You will get clarity in tomorrow sessions clearly. So from now onwards, I'm going to use Pycharm editor for Python programming part. And as per your comfort, you can go through any editor like Visual Studio Code, Jupyter, Spider. So many editors are available. Editor is just a platform where we can write Python script and run as per your comfort. But better to practice Pycharm only. It is powerful and more graphically equipped, and you will feel very comfort to write Python script in Pycharm editor because there are so many options are available, debugging options and IntelliSense options, and we can able to trace your code easily, okay, where you did mistake. So all these things are available at this moment of Pycharm editor. But if you go through normal like Python ideally, even if you write code in Notepad, so that is very typical from the beginning level. So once you got an idea how to manage your Python script and syntaxes, then you can go through any editor. But initial stage, I will not recommend the plain text editors like Notepad, Notepad++. Yes, undoubtedly you will get good practice when we go through Notepad, but when it is possible, when you know the basic syntax and rules and regulations of Python script. After that, you can go through any editor. Without knowing rules and regulations, once you start practice with plain text editors, you will get a lot of problem. So proper editor you have to use. Learn with proper editor and make the knowledge from Python syntaxes and rules and regulations. Once you got a knowledge, then you can able to write your script anywhere so that you will get rules and regulations. No? Yes. Hope you understand this. So tomorrow we'll do what? I'll uninstall Pycharm Editor from my computer, and after that I'll install it and I'll show you how to create Python programming using Pycharm Editor. So that's all from today from my side. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. I'll explain clearly. So tomorrow's session, how to download and install Pycharm Editor. And after that, we'll enter into programming part.
Hi, sorry, this is a bit off track question, but I spoke to the Durga representative yesterday and I will be doing payment today. So would I get the recorded session for yesterday's and today's, or will it be
Yes.
from tomorrow? Or, yeah.
No. Already there. I have first recorded video. I have already downloaded yesterday what I conducted here. It is there with me. You can see Python 1 session video. This is Python 1. Today video, it is ready to download and convert that into MP3. So every video will be there with me. No worries at all. Once you enroll for this course, then only enrolled students mail ID I'll get from DURGASOFT. Once I receive the mail IDs, then I can start sharing videos to your Google Drive and material also.
Okay, sure. So I will be doing it today by 11 a.m. So maybe by tomorrow you can share it.
No issues, no worry for that. Take your own time, happily, no issues at all. We are not making to force to do that. I'm not kind of that person. You can take your own time, no issues.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Mohan, this is Bhaskar here. How it will be useful for DevOps?
I'm not aware of DevOps, frankly speaking, but most of the students who are belonging to DevOps, they are learning Python. But how they are going to use this Python script over there, I don't know.
Okay.
So hope you understand that. See, DevOps, yes, everywhere Python script is required, but how they are using, but we are not aware of that. But only pure Python development point of view, we know that all these things where we can use. Even test cases writing also Python script can be used. Data analysis also Python script used. I know that how they are going to use because Python is having plenty of data structures, data analysis and data visualizations belonging to data part. So data structures we have to pass with the list format, tuple format, set format. Then we can use data analysis modules. Then that will create automatically analysis process, automatically visualization process. That I know. But
Yeah,
DevOps completely is not.
but generally
Yeah.
in DevOps, right, they're using for automation purpose only. So
Yeah, obviously they need automation. See, when we are using Python script in DevOps, then Python supports might be DevOps support libraries also there in Python. But what exactly we will not disclose. We don't know about DevOps only. So you have to import that Python related libraries. You have to use Python script over there for automation purpose. Many automation purpose Python script and libraries are there. But what libraries exactly, we are not aware because we are not belonging to DevOps and all these things. No. But they are
okay,
for sure that
yeah.
yeah, for sure they'll use Python script somewhere in DevOps.
Okay, sure. So with this Python, right, we can access servers and we will get the details within the server, right? That kind of flexibility we have in Python.
Yeah, undoubtedly, because we are going to cover that how to communicate with the databases also like MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, how to read the data, how to push the data. Everything we'll discuss with Python script. Only driver programs you have to write in Python script and communicate.
Okay, got it. Last question for the day. We can read the page and we will get the details in that page.
Tell me, come again.
We can read the page and we can get the details in that respective page. Example, suppose if we deployed something and it's deployed and the details is adjusting in one UI page. So we need to read that page and get the details. That kind of flexibility we can do it with Python.
Undoubtedly. But you are speaking about web page in the sense completely you have to go for Django. Django web development you have to use.
No. I'm not talking about web pages. Just deployed any pages. Suppose it will not contain all the detail.
Yeah, I understand that. That is called web scraping is there, web scraping with Python. So you can consult with any website and we can get the required details. If it is legal, then that websites are allowed to scraping, then you can do scrape the details. We'll get that all details using Python script. That is web scraping concept is there in Python. Suppose flipkart.com is there, then we need to get product details or something. We can send the request to flipkart.com. We can get complete details and compare that. There is a technique called web scraping. We can get that lot of information from website. If they allow, then we can scrape. Otherwise, not.
Yeah,
So web scrape.
it will require their authentication, right? Otherwise, it
Yes,
is not
yes.
eligible.
Web scraping. Most of the cases, many of the website will not allow. That is illegal. But some websites will allow to scrape their data also.
No. I got your point. But within the organization, right? Within the organization, we can do. That's what I required.
Yeah. That we can do that using Python script. Happily, you can able to collect the data from any resource.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. So, someone actually today only I joined in this session. Yesterday I missed your session, so I don't.
No
I
worries.
don't. I don't have.
Yesterday's session it's available on YouTube channel. You can go to DURGASOFT YouTube channel and just you can get that my yesterday lecture. Nothing I covered in the yesterday, so just go to YouTube first. I'll assist you how to watch my previous videos and type DURGASOFT here. And demo sessions only 4 to 5 sessions they will upload for every batch. And there are many faculty members are there. You can go through other faculty members also as per your comfort and timing, and you can join it anywhere, no issues at all. So you can go to videos, and now you can see this is my last video they have uploaded in the yesterday. You can see this is first video, and second video also they'll upload like up to 3-4 videos they'll upload for demonstration purpose. And my previous lectures also there, you can search it. Python videos or Django videos or REST API videos by Mohan Reddy, my name too. Then you will get all the videos just demo purpose. You can watch it, no issues, and decide.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
One last question from my end also. So, will we be covering any library for automation, just for for briefing how exactly it works, and or any XYZ library for DevOps automation, just to how to import it and how we can utilize it?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that for you people, but we'll check it and we'll do that for sure. That I'll make you an idea how to do at least simple automation with Python script.
Yeah, that will help. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. That is that is also required for me.
Yeah, we'll do that. That is not a big deal for me, but we'll do that undoubtedly.
Don't mind. Just show me course details, whatever you will cover in future. Just it's not required briefly. Just only 1 minute.
Course details. Yeah. Course details means completely actually within 45 days. Python means completely core Python and advanced Python. Core Python generally language fundamentals, operators, flow controls, like all data structure in details like string, list, tuple, set, dictionary, and functions. Functions with various format. Functions with variables, function with parameters, function with lambda anonymous functions, modules, packages. These are all under comes into core Python. When it comes to advanced Python, then object-oriented programming features like encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, and multi-threading programming, exception handling, file handling, regular expressions, and generator functions, decorator functions, web scraping in Python, and log files how to create, and also what we can say database connectivity with MySQL and Microsoft SQL Server, NumPy package, Pandas, Matplotlib. These are all will come into object oriented. But just I'm giving main topics, but in detail I have not discussed because in our official website, complete syllabus copy is there. You can download it, and even our team will send to you that syllabus copy also. Python, Django, REST API.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about REST API means what you will cover in REST API?
In REST API testing is there. We can able to create API and we can make communication with the Django application to other applications. Communication is possible. It's like web services.
Yeah.
RESTful services. So, yeah, communication with different types of applications like heterogeneous applications. One application to another application directly interact with API through. DJANGO is required for that. DJANGO with REST API with Python script. API testing also we will do that.
So suppose REST API already implemented with a different language, then also we can communicate with it.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. That API purpose is that is only heterogeneous application point of view, not only homogeneous. Homogeneous means same technology, Python and Python. And heterogeneous means Python with C#, Python with Java. Like different application purpose, we are using common gateway like API we can use through communication.
Okay, got it. Thanks. Yeah. And also, maybe this is not a right question, I'm not sure, but how much fee and how to pay, that kind of information you will provide, or we need to check with DurgaSoft?
Yeah, you can check with DurgaSoft. Even you will get a mail today after completion of class. Even they posted some information through chat box. You can check it in chat box also. They have given some information and we can go through it. Any other questions?
So class 1.5 hour or 1 hour?
No, daily 1 hour, that is 8 to 9 a.m. from Monday to Saturday. Only Sunday there is no class, and Monday to Saturday classes will happen. And every recorded video, same day after 1-2 hours, will receive the video.
So we can download that video or only for view purpose only?
See, I can't disclose at this moment. Once enrollment process over, then I will disclose that. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Hope you understand that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I got it.
But lifetime access my videos completely. No limitation.
No
Yeah.
limitations. Sure. After this class, we will get the mail, right? Then I will communicate with them.
Yeah. You will get mail shortly, and our team will try to contact with you also. You can lift the call and you can speak with them. Any details you can inquire with them also. No issues. They'll assist you.
Okay, but I'm not staying in India, so I
Sure.
will
No problem.
I will contact
Yeah.
them. Thank you.
Any question from anyone? I'll wait here for a few more minutes. Please go ahead. Okay. So it's time to leave. Thanks for attending this session. We'll see tomorrow on same link at same time. We'll discuss.
Sir, can you please give your number, sir?
I can't give, sir. That's not allow me. So this is against our company rule. You can contact the DurgaSoft team, then they will give my number. You can contact freely. No issues at all. Okay. Yes, you can request them. They'll give my number. No issues. And even once you enroll for this course, I'll create WhatsApp group. My number is always available to all of you, and you can contact anytime. No issues at all. So we have WhatsApp group. You have to join with that WhatsApp group to discuss all the subject-wise details and other details. So feel free to interact through WhatsApp group also. No problem. Yes. Yes, Mr. I'll add once completion of enrollment of this course, how many students enroll, then all together I'll send the WhatsApp group link so that you can able to join that. At this moment, I can't send WhatsApp link. Once I get your mail ID from DurgaSoft, then I'll send the WhatsApp group link and I'll send my mail IDs and complete details. Okay, no problem. You have to wait for few days, 2 days. Once demo is completed, and enrollment process completed, then we'll go through regular sessions, and WhatsApp link and everything I'll provide clearly. Yeah. So see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you.